Hi everyone, this is Mickey Sperlich. I'm an assistant professor in the School of Social Work at University at Buffalo. And our instructional designer, Steve Sturman, has asked us to put together a few videos to help people who maybe aren't as familiar with online teaching or distance education, as it might more properly be called in the time of pandemic. So I wanted to just make a plug for the use of journals to facilitate distance education. And I wanted to just show you how you might do that in Blackboard. So I'm going to share this screen here. Hopefully you are seeing, this is my class on working with survivors of sexual abuse. And I'm now right here in the module area, the course modules. And so what I wanted to show you was that you could build your content and add whatever resources that you would like your students to read or watch. I have a video lecture on here. I have a YouTube video, a couple YouTube videos. I've got the required reading in here. Whatever it is that you have. And then I also link to a journal. And this might be a great way to just keep students on track and have an understanding that they're actually doing, consuming the required materials, right? So for my journal, how I set that up is I have them look at all the required materials, anything that's in that required folder, and I have them respond to it with a maximum 2-page total. And for this, I'm not so much interested in having them spit back to me what is exactly in all of those resources, because I actually know what's in those resources. Instead, I want to see how they're integrating this new knowledge into their current knowledge, or in the case of our social work students, maybe how these concepts might apply to some of their experiences in field education or in any work environments in which they're currently working. So I asked them to read everything and then to respond using their first person voice. You know, I think this about that, I feel this way about that. I only require in-text citations, so they don't have to do a full APA reference at the end or anything like that. Only I am going to read it, so they can be a little bit expository in terms of their how this lands on them personally, although I do give them anticipatory guidance in the syllabus and in a video at the beginning of a class that this isn't a good place to, like, it's not therapy, right? So it's not a great place to be like telling me intimate details of their lives, but rather I just want to see how they are making sense of the required materials. So this is a very simple thing to do. All they do is you put your instructions on the page, they go to create journal entry, and it's like everything else that you enter into Blackboard. You put a title in there, and then they can type in there, they can save their entry as draft and post it, or what I actually recommend is that they do their journal entry on a Word document, and then you can actually upload it here, browse your computer and upload it. So how this looks like from the instructor perspective in terms of setting this up is that you can go to tools. Okay, let me get to that. Course tools. And then you can go to journals, right? And so you can see all the journals that you've created. And then you can also create a journal, right? So I'm going to say new journal. I'm going to put all those instructions that I already put in there. And then you can say when it will be available and you can hit submit. And I think right now, of course, you might want to constrain, in the time of global pandemic, constrain what you're actually requiring students to consume a bit. But this is a way for you to make sure that they're staying on track, regardless of what other assignments they have going on. So I just wanted to offer that as one thing that you might be able to do and still be able to interface with your students. And you can, the nice thing when you're grading those journals, when you're grading those journals, you can you can respond to the student and really encourage their learning as well. So good luck, everybody. Bye-bye.